Look at your neighbor, say, tonight is a different night. My God. Isaiah 30 from verse 29. You shall have a song as in the night, when a holy solemnity is kept. I don't want to go into this, but there are places we go. There's a solemnity, but it's not holy. Holy means it's set apart to God. And gladness of heart, as when, this is KJV. Okay. Please give me NKJV. And gladness of heart, as when one goes with a flute to come into the mountain of the Lord, to the mighty one of Israel. The Lord, because you have a song, the Lord will cause his glorious voice to be heard and show the descent of his arm with the indignation of his anger and the flame of a devouring fire with scattering tempest and hailstone. Guess my favorite verse. Verse 31 said, for through the voice of the Lord, Assyria will be beaten down as he strikes with the rod. Verse 32, and in every place where the staff of punishment passes, which the Lord himself lays on him, it will be. I said it will be with tambourines and harp. Another translation says it will be to the rhythm of music. So when I want the Lord to judge my enemy, I give him a tempo. I give him a rhythm. He says when the Lord lays his staff, it will, which the Lord shall lay upon him, it shall be that it will follow the rhythm of your clap. You know, Christians don't believe scriptures. What do you think Kabbalists hold a tambourine or whatever they hold? It's because it's a weapon of war. So when the Lord wants to deal with your enemy, he needs a rhythm from you. So when I said clap your hands, you are not just clapping. You are giving the Lord a weapon to work with. Don't worry, we will get back there. We'll get back there. So when I tell you tonight to clap, no, it's a major weapon that the Lord uses to deal with your enemy. But that's not where I want us to start from. It's just that they jump started me early. I have a great team. Psalms 95. I want to show you the protocol of his presence. Psalms 95. Father, I pray for whoever is on that console. Oh, come. You don't start to sing until you come. Let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. The second time he's saying, let us come before his presence. With what? And make a joyful noise unto him with psalms. Verse 3. For the Lord is a great God and a great king above all gods. Verse 4. In his hands are the deep places of the earth. The strength of the hills is his also. The sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Verse 6. Oh, come, let us worship. Stay there. I noticed that most Christians don't understand the protocol of his presence. You just come into a place and abracadabra. But there's a protocol to enter into his presence. Psalm 100 verse 4 says, enter his gate with thanksgiving. first. And then he's caught with praise. And then he stopped there. So it seems to me that if I want to enter a man's house and I get to the gate, my password will be thank you. Guess what? I just got into the compound, right? If I need to get to the door and get into the house, the next access will be by praise. But most people stop at that level. Because when it comes to worship, they have to bring you in. I will explain. Enter his gate with thanksgiving. A lot of believers play at that level. Thank you. Because the only thing you can see is what he has done. Then into his court with praise. Then he left worship, saying, if you know what to do, you will have access into my room. A man comes to greet you at home, passes the gate, gets into your dining table, to your sitting room. Most people don't get into your room. You know why? Why? They are not intimate. The same thing with worship. How you steward your thanksgiving and your praise determines if you can enter into his presence. I promise you. Enter his court. Enter his gate with thanksgiving. His court with praise. Most people play at that. In fact, most Christians, because all you can see is what he has done. But most people don't come to such a meeting like this to behold him and just love him for who he is. That's where you miss it. Not what he can do, or not what he has done. See, thanksgiving thanks him for what he has done. Praise is, this is what you can do. But when it comes to worship, this is who you are. If I will give you access into my room, you must have touched me. And the last time I checked, treasures are not in the sitting room. You didn't get that. I said the last time I checked, treasures are not in the sitting room. Treasures are in the if you came to my house, you can't get to my room because we don't have that intimate relationship. And you don't even know your way. I have to be the one to pick you and say, let's go. Most Christians don't get to that realm of worship because we play at the level of thanksgiving. Now give me Psalms 95 again. He said, oh, come, enter the gate. Come. Thanksgiving gives everybody access to the gate. Oh, come. Let us sing to the Lord. Let us make a joyful song. Give me verse 2. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving. From verse 3, he begins to talk about praise. For you to know that the writer of Psalms, for the Lord is a great God. Now, this is praise. You are praising him for what he can do. Then, when he gets to verse 6, he says, oh, come again. We are going on a journey. Come and worship. So you come to a meeting, you don't touch God. You just feel him, but you don't touch him. Because all you see is what he has done. You can't see him for who he is. And what you need is not in the sitting room. If it were, you will not need access. You will not need anybody to tell you where to go. If I come into your sitting room, I may not have to see you if I know what I want to pick. But when it comes to, you want treasures, they have to take you into the Holy of Holies. That's where true worship happens. That's why you see Christians vibe to songs that talks about what he has done more than who he is. Yet all you can get are just one or two things. God says when you come to me, it's not about the things I want to give you. It's who I want to make you to become. That's the real work. And it's only in worship that I begin to expose myself. So tonight, as we begin to journey with thanksgiving and enter into his court with praise, don't stop there. Guys, don't stop there. What do I mean by that? Some people, once you can sense a bit of God, okay, yes, Lord, you know that thing I told you about? Please, can you help me sort it now? No, calm down. The Lord said to me tonight, we all know when it's time to declare. We all know. The anointing of the Spirit will be so stirred. We will know this is time to sow words. But at that point, you are not begging God, because you are literally becoming who you worship. So your circumstance sees you and do not see. Who am I seeing? This looks like God. Oh, have you thought about how the devil was able to convince 1/3 of angels? And they followed him. The guy was approaching the Lord, and because of his consistency, he was looking like God. So when the 1/3 of angels saw him, this looks like God. He was able to convince them based on the one he was reflecting. It means that when you truly worship, you become. And guess what? Even you yourself don't know yet. You just know that things you used to pray for, you are not praying for them again. Things I'm telling you, things you used to argue about. If you really touch God, even when men offend you, you'll be the one to beg. Say, sorry, please, I need this relationship passed. You don't understand what I'm saying. Have you seen men really changed? That's the product of approaching the Lord. Intimacy. It makes you become. So when at that level, when you speak, your circumstance don't recognize the old you. It now sees you in the class of God. And it means whatever you say is yeah. But guess what? Christians now take this secret and turn it to a formula. That's the problem. Okay, so I will worship to a point, and then I can. It's not a formula. It's a relationship you must. Whenever you worship, you must get result. Whenever you worship, things has to happen. But if you come to God because you want things, then you have missed that lesson. It's to make you become. So people come for this meeting and the first thing on their mind is, Father, this year must not end. You must answer me. He will answer you. In fact, he doesn't want to answer you. He wants to make you the answer. Moses, what you are running from will soon start to run from you. All you need is an encounter with me. Now the place you ran from, you are going back there. Now, not just as Moses, but now as a God unto Pharaoh. You think God misses words? Say, I have now made you a God unto Pharaoh. What you were running from, you can now dominate. So tonight, as we begin to ascend in thanksgiving, in praise, don't stop there. Don't stop there. Go deeper. Forget about the things you are believing God for. He knows about it. And you know, Christians really think that it takes 3 hours of prayer for God to answer you. No. Before you call, I will answer. So tonight, we are not here to give you a formula. We are here to take you to a place of relationship that at that level, see, those who know they are God, Daniel 11:32, those who know, that know there is the same word for intercourse. Those who have intercourse with their God, number one, shall be strong. Exploit is a byproduct. Just wait, hold on first. Be strong. The same way a married man have sex with a married woman, what he deposits is a seed. And then they will do exploit. So leave exploit first. Know God. It will even shock you that there was no mention of sex until Genesis 4, until after the fall of Adam and Eve. After they left the garden, the Bible says in Genesis 4, and Adam knew Eve. Because what they shared with the Lord, that intimacy was so real, it took the place of sex. It was in Genesis 4, and Adam knew Eve. There's something about the presence that impregnates you with possibilities. You just become. That's why some Christians, when they don't know how to interpret this, they say, something just told me in worship. No, something did not just tell you. You had an intercourse with the Spirit, and it begins to change the way you think. And possibilities just dawned on you in the realm of the Spirit as you worship, that if you do this, you will get this result. That's what worship brings to you. So as you lift up holy hands tonight, and as we begin to delve into reminiscence, into a deep place with the Lord, don't stop at the level of God, give me. Don't worry, when the time comes when we are supposed to receive, we will all know. I said we will all know. And at that time, God will give voice. He will give utterance to your voice. And as you declare, you will see things shift. Lift your hands wherever you are. Remember the password. Thank Him. Thank Him. It's not a formula. Thank Him. Mean what you say. Mean what you say. Let your voice rise to the Lord. Let your voice rise to the Lord. Somebody, if you got what I said, you will open your mouth and bless Him. Thank Him for January, for February, for March, for April, for May. Somebody do it, do it. There's nothing like doing the word. Do the word, do the word. Bless Him, bless Him, bless Him, bless Him, bless Him. Somebody is waiting for a song. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and forget not all. Hey. Bless the Lord. Thank Him for the time He healed you, for the time He delivered you, for the time He rescued you. Somebody thank Him. Be genuine, be genuine, be genuine, be genuine. Bless Him, 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 bless Him. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is weak. Yeah. Bless His holy name. I said, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and that is within me. Bless His holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, my soul.
Check.
Worship His holy name. Aparum Abuja, sing like you. Worship His holy name. Worship His holy name. Worship His holy name. Hey, bless Stop.